Hello friends and enemies, how's it going? It's Douglas here at Drown Boy Productions, and today we're going to be unboxing something very special. Alright guys, I'm going to keep this prologue short. There's really no reason to drag out this intro, so why don't we head right into it. I'll give it a rest with the puns, but today we have a package coming to us from artist Douglas Ulrich, which is a pretty badass name, might I add. And you know, come to think of it, I think this might be the very first time I've ever unboxed something from another Douglas. Could be wrong on that, but I think for sure this is the first time I've gotten something from another Douglas. Alright guys, I've got the box opened up, and we're ready to take a look at this. So inside of this box is something, here we go, gotta give this, normal response where I'm like, this is something I never thought I would have the chance to own. This is 100% one of those times, guys. I'm kind of getting tired of saying it because it sounds really redundant and repetitive, but it's very true. I've been very blessed to gain many insane pieces that I never thought I would have the chance to own, screen-used pieces, production pieces, stuff like that. And while the piece in the box here is not something screen-used, not something made for production or during the time of production, it's still pretty damn awesome. So in the box we have an original unfinished blank cast of Drew Barrymore's head from the original Scream from her death scene. Now, I don't know if this piece was necessarily a life cast or just a sculpted piece, but it's pretty small. I know Drew is a small lady and I'm a pretty large gentleman, but still in person pretty small. And I gotta say, this is really crazy to see in person. Obviously there's a lot of flashing around the edges here. It needs to be trimmed down and then fully completed, but this is a blank cast from the mold. Douglas owns the original mold to this, as well as I believe several other screen-use pieces from some very famous films. And he recently posted in one of the prop collector groups that he had the mold for this, and he showed a piece that he had finished up that was just pretty basic, painted up, finished, had glass eyes in it, I believe. Looked really nice. So as soon as I saw that and he mentioned that he had the mold, I knew I had to try and get one. I mean, come on, it's Drew Barrymore, it's a piece from Scream. I don't own anything specifically that was made for, or production used, or screen used from Scream 1. So far, this is the closest to that I have. And I mean, it's probably the most important or most known kill in the franchise. It's not the first kill in the franchise. A lot of people get that wrong. Old Steve did die first, but still, absolutely amazing piece. Okay, I think I've drooled about how cool this is long enough. Now to tell you guys what I intend to do. So obviously I'm going to finish it up, I'm going to clean it up, patch up any small holes that may need to be patched, which overall it looks to be a really, really nice cast. Really solid, filled very well, no real problems. So pretty much I'm just going to be cleaning it up, patching anything that needs it. After that, obviously painting it up. I'll probably try to add some realistic eyes, a wig, etc. But I'm not just going to do a bust. No. I'm going to do the entire corpse. I've never seen anyone do that, and funny enough, before Douglas posted about this, I had planned to buy that 90s era Drew Barrymore bust that was on eBay. I was going to buy that, do a clay pour of it, and retool it to look like this so I could try and produce the full corpses for some Scream fans, just for a couple of hardcore collectors. But now that Douglas is offering these, I figured I would still make the corpse, but I'm just going to make the rest of it myself. So what we'll probably end up doing is casting my girlfriend's hands and feet to be used for her hands and feet, since they're roughly around the same size. And after that I'll be measuring how much space I need to sculpt her chest, as well as her stomach with the entrails hanging out. I will plan to sculpt that as a latex piece. We'll probably try to do some kind of stuffed body so that the dummy's not too heavy. Obviously I'll have to source some pants. The sweater's probably going to be one of the hardest parts. Wig, etc. But yeah, I would really like to do a full, in-depth build on this piece, on building the full corpse, rebuilding that because I've never seen anyone do it. However, there's one thing keeping me from doing it right now: the lack of a GoPro. I was actually about to purchase a GoPro for the channel. However, I've had some incredibly bad luck recently because not only did I have some masks stolen in a recent package, but some masks I sent out earlier this year, almost $1,000 worth of stuff, got sent out to the UK and lost. And now I'm taking a complete loss on losing the masks, the shipping, the cost of everything. So it set me back quite a bit. So for one, I'm definitely going to have to take a break from buying anything for the channel for a while. And for two, definitely can't afford a GoPro right now. But until then, I will just have to set this to the side and it will be a project to be returned to in the future. But don't worry guys, you don't have to wait to see one of these finished until then, because I already did it. I already bought another one, and here is the first one that I received. So this one, I don't know if I'll hold on to it until I can make the full corpse and I'll have an entire corpse made for her as well, or if I'll end up trading this one or selling it maybe to recuperate some of the money that I'm currently losing, but here's my first try, guys. The wig I just picked up from a local party store. Was kind of like a cheaper wig, like 25 bucks, something like that. We did a little bit of work to it, like powdered it to make it not look as shiny. I had to trim it up, try to style it as close as possible to her bob because it was actually way too long. And yeah, everything else was all me. Painted, fully airbrushed, many layers of flesh tone, hand painting all the teeth, inside the mouth. The eyes are hand painted as well. You can't really see it because of her bob, but she actually does have hand-punched eyebrows. I was actually most proud of those. I think I did a really good job on her eyebrows, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one, guys. I like the way it turned out. However, for the next one that I'm going to do, the blank copy, I will make her eyes a little bit darker to make them look more dead. She has like a little bit more purple around there, probably a little bit more around the neck as well. I will be also adding in some latex buildup to do the stab wound. I will make it fully accurate. This one was pretty much just a trial run, and while I am happy with it, I think it looks pretty badass, especially for what it is. I can obviously do a lot better. And for you curious watchers out there, yes, these are available. If you're interested in picking one up yourself, hit up Douglas Ulrich, and I don't know how many of these he'll be producing, but I know that he said they would be very limited. So get one while you can, whether you get a blank or a finished copy. Go get one while you can, because this is absolutely an amazing piece of movie history that you would not want to miss out on, especially if you're a Scream fan. Alright guys, and I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap it up because there's really not a whole lot more to say. An original Casey Becker death scene bust here, fully finished by myself. Don't forget, we do have a blank cast. We will be finishing that up in the future, so if you guys are interested in following up on this project and you're not already subscribed, please take a moment and do so. Leave a like while you're right there, and love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. More Scream content as well as other mask content coming in the near future, and don't forget, 10,000 subscribers, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.